Humans can picture this. One spooky evening, a young girl is left all alone in her creaky old house with her trusty dog while her parents hit the town. As she tries to snooze, strange noises creak and groan from downstairs, sending shivers down her spine. To calm her nerves, she lets her dog lick her hand from under the bed. That wet, reassuring touch becomes her nighttime ritual. It happens a few times through the restless night, each lick a little lifeline in the dark. But then morning breaks, and oh, what a twist. She wakes to a horrifying discovery. Her dog, her faithful friend, has been brutally killed. And beside it, a chilling note, scrawled in shaky handwriting. Humans can lick too. Cue the goosebumps. This terrifying message reveals the truth. Those comforting licks weren't from her pup, but from a sinister intruder lurking in her home. Imagine the gasp, the racing heart, as she realizes someone was that close, hiding, plotting. This legend's got legs, popping up in campfire tales and late-night whispers. Some say it's a warning to lock your doors. Others think it's just a deliciously creepy yarn to scare the socks off you. Let's savor that shiver and drift to the next thrill. 2. Black-eyed kids, hold on tight, because here come the black-eyed kids. These eerie little figures haunt the night, knocking on doors or tapping on car windows with pitch-black eyes that swallow the light. They look like normal kids at first glance, but those soulless eyes and their unsettling presence send a wave of pure dread. Picture this. You are driving home late at night, rain tapping the roof, when two kids with those creepy gazes ask for a ride. Their voices, eerily polite, yet dripping with something off. People who meet them describe a gut punch of intense terror. If you let them in, oh boy, bad things happen. Illness creeps in, accidents strike, or worse, mysterious disappearances swallow the unlucky. Some swear these kids are spirits trapped in limbo. Others think they're aliens testing human kindness. One tale from 1998 claims a man in Portland nearly opened his door, but felt a cold chill and bolted it shut, saving himself. Maybe the legend's grown, with each retelling a kinky mix of fear and fascination. Let's tiptoe past them and glide to the next spooky stop. 3. Hanako-San, get ready for a ghostly giggle with Hanako-San, the bathroom haunt of Japanese schools. This spectral girl lurks in the third stall of the girls' bathroom. To summon her, you knock 3 times, call out her name, and bam, she appears. Imagine the thrill, a little girl in a red skirt popping out, or a ghostly voice echoing off the tiles. Her story's tied to tragic tales. Some say she died during World War II, a victim of the chaos. Others whisper she was bullied until she vanished into the shadows. The fun part, some claim she'll pull you into the toilet for disturbing her peace. Others say she just scares with a mischievous grin. One school rumor from the 1970s says a brave student dared her and saw her reflection in the mirror before fleeing. Her legend's a playground of spooky joy passed down with every giggle. Let's flush that image and float to the next adventure. The Babysitter and the Man Upstairs. Here's a classic with a heart-pounding twist. A young babysitter is watching 2 kids one eerie evening when the phone rings. Buzz. The caller's voice, low and creepy, keeps asking, "Have you checked the children?" Unease creeps in like a shadow. She calls the police, who tell her to keep him talking. Next time, she does, and the police trace it. Boom, the call's coming from inside the house. The rush to the scene saves her, and the kids, just in time. Picture the tension, the silent house, the creaking stairs. One version adds a knife glinting in the dark. Before the rescue, This tale's been around since the 1960s, inspiring movies and late-night chats. Some say it's based on real calls, others a crafted scare to keep babysitters alert. Let's catch our breath and leap to the next thrill. 5. Monkey Man of Delhi. In 2001, the city of Delhi turned into a thriller stage with the Monkey Man, a mysterious creature, part human, part monkey, with metal claws, glowing red eyes, and rooftop leaping skills. This wild figure attacked people at night, leaving injuries. In a wave of panic, imagine the streets alive with whispers as folks locked their doors. Reports flooded in of scratches and jumps, but the police never caught him. Theories flew. Was it a prankster in a furry suit laughing at the chaos, or a supernatural being from ancient tales, or maybe an unknown animal lost in the city? One story claims a man swore he saw it swing from a lamppost, then vanish. The legend's a spicy mix of fear and fun, still buzzing in Delhi's lore. Let's swing away and hop to the next mystery. 6. The Man from Taured. Fasten your seatbelts for a mind-bending ride. In 1954, a man arrives at Tokyo's Haneda Airport with a passport from a country called Taured, which doesn't exist. The passport's legit, stamped with flair from other nations. He insists Taured's real, nestled between France and Spain, but maps show nothing. Frustration flares as officials scratch heads. They detain him in a hotel room to investigate. Next morning, poof, he's gone. Documents too, searches turn up, zilch, leading many to wild guesses. Did he slip from a parallel universe? With a wink, one theory ties him to a 1911 map, hinting at a lost land. This tale's a kinky puzzle, sparking debates and dreamy theories. Let's fade into that mystery and drift to the next tale. 7. Night Marchers prepare for a march with a ghostly beat. Night Marchers, ancient Hawaiian warriors, rise as apparitions, marching in droves. At night, led by a high-ranking chief or king, their presence booms with chanting, drumming, and kudig shells. They float above ground, no footprints left, heading to old battle sites or sacred places. Imagine the thrill. Torches flickering in the misty dark. Encountering them is a high-stakes game. Look directly or show disrespect and face severe consequences, even death. To survive, lie face down, showing humility. Some believe if a marcher recognizes you as a descendant, you might be spared. One legend from the 1800s says a man met them and lived after singing an old family chant. Their presence hints at misfortune or disaster. A thrilling omen. Let's march softly and glide to the next spooky crew. 8. Melon Heads. Meet the Melon Heads. Small humanoid creatures with bulbous heads lurking in the forests of Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut. Their tale starts with tragedy. Once children with hydrocephalus, a brain fluid buildup, they suffered under a deranged doctor's experiments. Escaping, they formed a wild community in the woods, violent, territorial. They attack among anyone too close. Picture the thrill, rustling leaves and glowing eyes. Stories vary. Some say a 1960s asylum sparked the legend. Others add they eat intruders with a crunch, passed down through generations. This tale's a kinky forest fright. Let's tiptoe past and slip to the next scare. 9. Home Intruder poses as a clown statue. Here's a clownish caper with a dark twist. A babysitter watches two kids one spooky night when she spots a creepy clown statue in the living room corner. Its painted grin sends chills. She calls the parents, asking to cover it. They gasp. "We don't own that. Get out now." Police rush in, finding a dangerous intruder, posing as the statue. Imagine the jump, the heart racing. One version adds he juggled before fleeing. This 1980s tale inspired copycats and Halloween pranks a thrilling mix of fun and fear. Let's dodge that clown and roll to the next tale. 10. Doll that grows human hair. Get ready for a hair-raising thrill. The Doll That Grows Human Hair stars Okuku, a doll with a secret. Owned by a girl who sadly died young, her family placed it on an altar in memory. Over time, its short bob grew longer and longer. Spooky, right? They took it to a temple where monks confirmed the hair's human, still kept there. Monks trim it as it keeps growing. Some say the girl's spirit lives inside. One tale from the 1930s claims a visitor saw it move. This legend's a kinky blend of sorrow and wonder. Let's brush past and drift to the next mystery. 11. Devil's Tower Hold. Devil's Tower, a towering rock in Wyoming, a playground of wild stories. Native American lore says girls chased by giant bears cried for help. The Great Spirit lifted the ground, forming the tower. Bears clawed it, leaving deep marks. Other tales call it a supernatural hotspot with UFO sightings and weird vibes. Imagine the thrill. Stars above and eerie lights. One 1947 report ties it to a UFO landing. This rock's a kinky legend, blending nature and the unknown. Let's climb down and float to the next tale. 12. The Expressionless. Brace yourself for the Expressionless. In the 1970s, a woman with a blank face arrives at a Los Angeles hospital. Blood-stained white gown, she unnerves staff. Her movements, mechanical, like a doll. Doctors try to treat her, and bam, she attacks, revealing sharp, pointed teeth. Then, she flees. Never seen again. Staff were traumatized, turning her into a chilling tale. One nurse swore she hissed like a snake. This 1972 rumor grew with flair, a kinky horror to haunt dreams. Let's escape her gaze and slip to the next mystery. 13. Skeleton in a Tree. Dig into this, a 1940s thriller. Boys playing in Hagley Woods, England, find a skeleton inside a hollow tree, identified as a woman, likely murdered during World War II. Graffiti pops up. Who put Bella in the witch elm? Occult rituals, spy secrets, theories swirl. Her identity and death stay unsolved. Imagine the thrill, mossy branches and cryptic clues. One tale adds a 1943 seance, hinting at a lover's quarrel. This mystery's a kinky puzzle, still teasing the curious. Let's leave the tree and drift to the next scare. 14. Death of Gloria Ramirez. Meet the toxic lady. Gloria Ramirez admitted in 1994 to a California hospital with cervical cancer. Staff notice an oily sheen on her skin, a garlic smell. Then, nurses faint, nausea hits. The ER evacuates. She dies. Sadly, an investigation finds a rare chemical reaction from her meds caused toxic fumes. One doctor swore he saw a green haze. This 1994 case is a kinky medical thriller, baffling to this day. Let's breathe easy and glide to the next tale. 15. Gateway of the Mind. For the grand finale, dive into Gateway of the Mind. Scientists, eager to chat with God, isolate a man's brain from all senses. No sight, sound, taste, smell, or touch. He hears voices, claims divine talks. Then, horrifying visions make him beg to stop. His last words, a warning about consciousness and tampering's dangers. Imagine the thrill betrayal, a sterile lab and eerie whispers. One rumor says 1960s tech sparked this tale. It's a kinky mind bender to ponder as we close. Let's rest on that thought and dream of new stories. Sleep tight, legend lovers. The night's full of whispers